today I want to do a little bit of location scouting for a short film that I've yet to write, that has been starting to brew in my brain. And really, I think I need the architecture to help me with the story. I need to go and I need to see these places, and it's like I'm going to Fide because there are a few buildings there that have really inspired me. There's a lot of scaffolding down there that I really love, and yeah, I just need to get, I hope it'll help with inspiration for this story. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later. But yeah, let's jump on the train and go. It's cold today. It's cold.
This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get. This is what you want, this is what you get.
Context for what this endeavor was all about. I was trying to write down even just like places that inspire me, dynamics that inspire me, themes that I feel called to in my writing as of late. But I couldn't pull those all together into a story that felt, one, worthwhile to pitch, and two, worthwhile to make. And I was like, I want to become the kind of person that if I have a meeting in 2 days and I need to have an idea, I can have an idea, and that is the kind of role that I can get on. But it just wasn't coming to me. So I was just like, I don't want to push this anymore. I want to go and see what comes to me. I'm so glad that I did. I feel tickled by this experience. I've been giggling all day. I've been in awe, obviously, at the architecture and the people and what this place stands for and how absurd it is, and the money and the disparity, and all of those things. So I feel inspired. I don't know quite yet what that's going to amount to. I haven't synthesized all of the information quite yet, but I feel like I found a couple locations that I'm really keen on shooting at. Inspiration and ideas come from more than just sitting at your laptop, and sometimes it's good to be able to force yourself to sit at your laptop and write. But sometimes you need to let the world around you be the thing that can motivate you. And I feel very motivated by being in the world today. So that's a win. I just wanted to share how I was feeling today, because maybe some of my fellow creatives or freelancers might also share the same sentiment. But it's one of those days where I really feel the challenge of not having any structure in my life in terms of my work. I'm not on set today, so I have no boss. I have nowhere I need to be. I have projects that I want to be working on, and we're all trying to build this career and these, brands and whatever the hell. But those things are so far off for me, like years away from being where I need them to be and want them to be, that there are things that I could be doing today, but I just don't have the motivation to execute something that feels pointless, even though I know that the work that I'm doing now is where I want to be is not possible without doing the work now. And in fact, that work gets me to where I want to be, so I understand that. But some days you just wake up and you're like, oh, I have no boss and I have no job. I have nowhere I need to be. And everything that I'm doing, every piece of work that I'm pushing onto myself or task on my to-do list is completely fabricated in this ridiculous society and world that we have evolved into, which makes no sense on a planet that is impossible to comprehend in a universe that's expanded infinitely. That like I just there's why what is the purpose of me being here? What is the point of me doing this? Why do I have to push myself to work towards what, for what? I'm a human, and being alive is a gift, and if I get to be alive today, then that is me doing my job as a person. And you know, you buck up against all of the, you just buck up against the system on days like today. And I get a little existential. Sometimes I fall into these bouts of just not understanding why I'm here, even though I feel like I have a pretty clear idea of my purpose on a larger scale. The day-to-day can sometimes get a little challenging, especially when you have no monetary incentive, no kind of like fear around being late or being fired or getting in trouble with your coworkers or whatever it is, these structures that actually push people to get up every day and go to jobs that they hate. When you don't have any of that in your day, you can kind of sometimes convince yourself that what you're doing is not worth doing. So today's one of those days. But I did in fact get up, get dressed. I'm wearing my New York City Transit Authority pin that I got from the Transit Museum because I love a train. I love public transit. My Parliament shirt, my blazer. I'm trying to just make myself feel like I want to work. I think if I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, oh, that looks like a person who is actively ready to go out into the world, then maybe I'll go out into the world. So I packed my bag. There's a Japanese spot in Manhattan that has a killer lunch deal that I really love. And I just get like a chicken katsu set. And they have really good miso soup, and they have this really good ginger miso dressing for the salad. And there's a place right across the street where I like to get a matcha. So I'm gonna Japanese restaurant for lunch, coffee shop matcha afterwards, and I'm gonna write because I have an idea and I have started to outline the idea, and I can picture the frames in my head. I can see the way that I want to shoot it. I can see the lenses that I want to shoot it on. It's already shot listed in my head, but that means nothing. That means nothing. It needs to become something real. So I just need to sit down and write it. Even talking about it makes me more motivated. Now I'm like, okay, let's just get on the road. Let's get to this place. Let's have a nice lunch. Let's set up the day to be enjoyable for myself. I don't have to like torture myself in order to get work done. Sometimes I inadvertently torture myself, but it's really not on purpose. Every day looks a little bit different. When I'm able to bring to the work every day feels a little bit different, which I'm trying to work on finding consistency within that. But I'm a Pisces. Okay? Let's head out. Okay. Okay. I'm listening to this to hype myself up. In 1 minute, I'm supposed to join a meeting where I'm gonna pitch 2 scripts to a team of people who might produce them. So, yeah. Wish me luck. Okay, bye.